Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Dippa. So we were on exercise 6.1. It's on page number 96, 97. So this question particularly is on 97 page number. We have been given this figure in question number 3, figure 6.15. You can see there is a straight line, there is a triangle on it. The base of the triangle lies on the line. Triangle is PQR. You have been given angle PQR equals to angle PRQ, the angle which is inside the triangle. So if I had to just mark these two, I can just mark these with the same sign. You can mark this way, you can put this sign. You have been doing this in congruence. If you remember, showing equality of the two angles with the same mark on them. Similarly, you can show two sides are equal by putting same mark on the two sides which are equal. So as for now, you can do that, or you can even number them. If you want, you can number them. That will be convenient. So I could number this angle as 1, PQR. This is angle number 1. PRQ is the second angle. So I'm just marking it as number 2. So this angle over here will be number 2. And then you have to prove that angle PQS is equal to angle PRT. So if I had to identify where these angles are, PQS and PRT, these are the exterior angles of the triangle. If we look at this side, if the side QR is extended towards point Q, you get exterior angle PQS. This is the third angle. Let's number this as well. And then PRT towards the right side, the angle which forms a linear pair with angle 2. So this is angle number 4. So this is what's given. This is given to you. A pair of angles in the triangle is equal. You have to prove angle 3 equals to angle 4. These are the exterior angles of the triangle. You have to prove that these two are equal. The only thing we can use about what's given and what needs to be proved is that angle 1 forms a linear pair with angle number 3 and angle 2 forms a linear pair with angle number 4. That's the only thing which relates what's given to us and what we need to prove. So that is what we're going to use here. Or you could use exterior angle property also, even then you can get the answer. But exterior angle property actually can be derived from this linear pair. So draw the figure in your notebooks and mark the points and the angles. So we have triangle PQR and we have points S and T lying on the two sides. So angle number 1 is equal to angle number 2. So I'm going to just write down what's given to me. Angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. So if you don't want to write this way, you can simply write that angle 1 is equal to angle. And what we have to prove is, we want to prove that angle PQS is equal to angle PRT. So same way, I'm just going to number these two with any values. So I want to prove angle 3 equals to angle 4. This is what I want to prove. And then start writing my answer. So I'm just going to start with how I can relate these angles. So angle number 1 plus angle number 3, the sum is 180 degrees. They form a linear pair. Let's mark this as the first result. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 4, they are also forming a linear pair. Their sum will also be 180 degrees. And if we compare the two results from 1 and 2, what do we observe? The observation is that the sum of angle 1 and angle 3 is same as the sum of angle 2 and angle 4. Anyone would like to ask anything at this point? Now, since the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle number 2, this is what's given to us. What you can do is you can just replace the values or you can directly cancel. You can just cancel these values here because whatever is the measure of angle 1 is same as angle 2. Or another way to do this is, if you don't want to cancel this way, you can assume that their values is each as x. So if I assume this is also x, this is also x, your equation becomes x plus angle 3. On the right hand side, it becomes x plus angle 2. I've given them for variable value. And now you can see if you transpose x from any side, from either LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, these values will get cancelled, and hence you will be left with these two values which you wanted to do. Anyone who would like to ask anything? Should we start with the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 4. In figure 6.16, if x plus y equals to w plus z. So you can see a figure. There are 4 rays drawn from same point. So actually this is something which you can see from the figure, that AB is appearing to be a line. But this is something you need to prove. And you cannot just prove it by saying that it's looking like a line in the figure. So you have to prove it technically. You have to give a logical reason why AB is a straight line. So as for now, let's assume that from point O4 rays are drawn. So OA, OB, OC and OD are 4 rays that have been drawn from point O, and there are 4 distinct angles marked with X, Y, W and Z. The sum of x and y is same as the sum of w and z. You have to prove using this. If the sum of x and y is same as the sum of w and z, angle number 1 over here and angle number 2, the sum of these two is same as the sum of angle number 3 and angle number 4. Using this result, you have to prove that AB is a line. AOB is a line means the rays OA and OB are the opposite arms of a straight angle. So this would mean that you have to prove that angle AOB is a straight angle. Let me know if the question is clear.
Yes,
Anyone
ma'am.
would like to ask anything? All right, let's write down. So this is question number 4. Let's quickly draw the figure. Writing this is very easy. You can also copy with whatever is given in the question. The prove that part becomes to prove, rest of the statement becomes given. So in any question when there is something to be proved, so whatever they say after prove that, that will be the part you want to write here in to prove section. And whatever else is given in the statement, you can just write that down in the given part If you cannot write it down yourself, just copy it down from the question. And in case, once again, in case you want to make changes to the question or the figure, so you will write down construction before you write down proof. So as for now, we don't require to make any changes to this figure, so I'll directly move on to the proof. Now, what can you say about if you have rays originating from same point? So we have 1 point and from there are 4 rays originating. How can you relate these 4 angles? We will use what's given to us later. जो हमें दिया है हम वो बाद में use करेंगे. But what can you say about these angles on your own?
They are complete angle.
Yes, they are forming a complete angle. If we start from any of the arms, if we start combining all of these angles, let's start from angle X. So X plus Y plus Z plus W, we will be back here and this forms a complete angle. Complete angle means the measure is 360 degrees. So the sum of all of these angles is 360 degrees. So that's what we are going to do here. X plus Y plus Z plus W equals to 360 degrees. This is something we observe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to what's given to us in the question. So you have been given that the value of X plus Y is same as Z plus W. So in this statement over here, what you have written on your own, replace either pair by the other one. You can replace X plus Y by the second pair. So either you can replace this by Z plus W. Or what you can do is, you can replace the second pair. You can replace this by X plus Y because the sum of these two is the same as the sum of X and Y. So this is what I'm going to do for the time being. I'm replacing these and you can simply write down that it's given. Sum of Z plus Z and W is same as the sum of X and Y. So simplifying our equation, this becomes twice X plus Y equals to 360 degrees. From here, X plus Y comes out to be 180 degrees. And if X plus Y is 180 degrees, you can observe from the figure. So this is X and this is Y. Which angle is formed by these two?
Straight angle.
Linear pair.
Straight angle.
Yes, this actually, X plus Y actually is angle AOB. अगर हम X और Y को together देखें figure में, X is angle BOC, X is angle BOC and Y is angle COA. So together it forms angle AOB and this means AB is a straight line. You can write down AOB or AB. Both mean the same. Usually you write down the name of a line by using 2 points. This has been done deliberately, that AOB, the line which passes through these 3 points, saying that these 3 are collinear. Anyone with any questions here?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, couldn't we
writing
do
down-
it in a simple way?
Simply, how would you do it? Like this is the only thing
Ma'am,
you
like
can say. Yes, go
X
ahead.
and Y are forming linear pair.
You cannot say that because that's what you need to prove. This is what you want to prove, that X and Y. Because this is the part you need to prove. AOB is a straight line. If AOB is a straight line, then you can say that X and Y form a linear pair. But nowhere in the question it's indicated. Rather, this is something you want to prove, that X and Y form a linear pair. So here you have proved that X and Y form linear pair. यहाँ पे हम यूज नहीं कर सकते थे, हमें ये प्रूव करना था कि X और Y का लीनियर पेयर बन रहा है. दिया नहीं हुआ बेटा, हम ये यूज नहीं कर सकते. That's why we used this complete angle. And I have deliberately written this एक ही पॉइंट से अगर आपके पास मल्टीपल रेज ओरिजिनेट कर रही हैं तो वहां पे जितने भी डिस्टिंक्ट एंगल्स बनेंगे सभी का सम जो होगा वो 360 होगा.
Okay, ma'am.
I know this is confusing, but this is something you will see questions like these later, like in this chapter or whenever you're going to do geometry. You will see something in the figure, but you cannot use it because it's not given to you. Now, especially in this question, when they are saying you need to prove that AOB is a straight line. What you could have done was you could have drawn the rays in different directions also, not necessarily where OA and OB form a line. But eventually, when you reach this result, this will actually tell you that X and Y lie on a line. That means OA and OB will have to be opposite arms of a straight angle. वो ऑटोमेटिकली ये बन जाएगा. अगर हम अज्यूम करके चलते हैं कि ये नई लाइन बनती, आप मान लो आपकी फिगर इस तरह से है. Suppose your figure is somewhat like this. अब यहाँ पे कोई लाइन नहीं बन रही, right? I'll just mark the same way. So I've got, let's say, X here and Y here, W here and Z here. Same thing given to me. X plus Y equals to Y plus Z. And the same she's giving me. Sorry, W plus Z. Sure. I will be doing it here. Ayushi, I think it will be clear to you. हमें एक point पे 4 rays दी हैं. So from point O, this is the point O in this middle right here. यहाँ से आपके पास 4 rays originate हो रही हैं. OA, OB, OC and OD and 4 angles are marked. So what I can say about these 4 angles is because they are at the same point. एक point के around अगर 4 angles बन रहे हैं. I mean, simply saying, if you have angle around a point, that means they form a complete angle. So X plus Y plus W plus Z equals to 360. This is our observation from the figure. And then what we do is, since ये वाले दो angles की value from given equal to this, so I'm going to use it in the question here. Sorry, in my expression here. Ayushi, this is the step where I have replaced. At the first step, I had taken that the sum of these 4 angles given in the figure is 360 degrees. And out of those 4 angles, the sum of these two, W and Z, is given to be same as the sum of X and Y. So I have just removed this pair, W and Z. ये वाला जो sum है, this binomial has been replaced by this binomial, X plus Y. And then I have simplified this equation. So 2x plus y, it's actually exactly the same thing which I've done in the proof of question number 4. So from here you get x plus y equals to 180 degree. But आपको फिगर में से तो ये लग नहीं रहा. अगर आप इस चीज को फिगर में देखो, this seems incorrect. So this actually means that x and y जहां पे भी ये बन रहे हैं, इनकी जो opposite arms हैं, this and this, they should form a line. This is what it means. So our figure should be somewhat like this. Nima, your microphone is on. This is what the figure should look like. And this is how they have given you the figure in question number 4. They could have given you this way also. In that case, something we see and something we obtain when you are solving something that doesn't correlate, then you think that the figure is wrong, but the figure is not wrong. The figure was actually given to you to identify this. that if you have four angles forming a complete angle and sum of two adjacent is equal to the other two, like two distinct pairs of adjacent angles, the sums are equal, then the pair of adjacent angles form a linear pair. Go through it once again. In case you have a question, you can ask me tomorrow again. Let's take a look at,
Excuse me, मैम
yes.
मैम हम उसको वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट प्रॉपर्टी से नहीं कर सकते थे?
बेटा हमें लाइंस दी नहीं हुई ना, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट तब बनता अगर आपके पास दो लाइंस क्रॉस करती, यहाँ पे नहीं बन रहा, क्रॉस नहीं बन रहा. वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट यूज करने के लिए यू ऑलवेज नीड अ क्रॉस, two lines crossing each other. Only in that case you can use vertically opposite angles.
Okay, ma'am.
Now we have question number 5, and before we do question number 5, let's do question number 6. So you have been given that there is an angle whose measure is 64 degrees and xy is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information. So can you draw a figure for this? Draw an angle xyz with measure 64, and the measure doesn't need to be exact. You can simply draw a rough figure. So I'll just draw it over here. I'll take x here, y will be the vertex, and then z will be over here. So this is how angle of measure 64 degrees will look like. It will be an acute angle, right? And then the second part of the question is you have to produce xy. So this is important whenever you have to produce a line or a ray or a segment. Whenever they say xy is produced, you have to read it the same way. Like xy means from x towards y. Whichever point appears or whichever letter appears at the second place is the direction in which you want to produce the line segment or the ray segment. So you can see xy is here. So I want to produce this. So we are going to extend this in the direction of y, and we are going to keep it aligned. It should be straight. And the extension is to be done up to point P. So you can mark a ray or you can just mark a point P here. Let me know if this is clear. Anyone who would
Yes,
like to
ma'am.
anyone who would like to ask anything about this?
No, ma'am.
So after this, we have the question which you need to solve. आपने figure draw कर ली है. Let's see what they want us to do with this. Ray YQ bisects angle ZYP. So you can see angle ZYP in the figure. This is angle ZYP. This is to be bisected. Bisected means divided into two equal parts with the help of ray
Each angle of
YQ.
58 degree.
Okay, you have already calculated the measure. That's good. So let's just bisect the angle ZYP. We are going to draw a ray YQ. So Y is the point over here. So from Y point, draw a ray YQ, which will divide angle ZYP into two equal parts. So angle ZYP is the one which I have marked in black. This is to be divided into two equal parts. So somewhere here in between these two should be ray YQ. Is that correct? And then the part on the either side should be equal over here and on this side. two equal parts. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, after this, once we have done this, we want to find out these angles, XYQ and reflex angle QY. So XYQ, can you see XYQ? This angle over here. X, Y, and Q. And then you want to find out reflex angle QYP. Now, before we proceed to this part of the question where we want to find reflex angle, let's focus on this one. And to find out angle XYQ, you can see 64 and this angle, the one I have marked here with star. I need the measure of this angle. How can I find out this angle?
We can let
180
the
minus
angle
64 by
64
2.
divided by 2.
That's right. There are multiple ways to do this. You can either proceed by calculating the angle ZYP. You can first of all find out angle ZYP, which is this angle. This forms a linear pair with 64. So angle ZYP plus 64 is 180 degrees. This forms a linear pair. From here, you will be able to find out the measure of this angle. Yes, Ashpreet? Ashpita, you raised your hand. All right. So you can find out this angle, and after that you can divide it into two equal parts. So from here, if you calculate, this comes out to be 116 degrees. By the help of linear pair, the value for angle ZYP will be 116 degrees. And they said that ZYP has been bisected. So two parts will be of equal measure. So you can divide it by 2. So this angle will be 58 and this angle will also be 58 degrees. And now you can find out angle XYQ. 64,
122.
yes, this angle will be 122 degrees. The sum of 64 and 58. After that, you want to find out reflex angle QYP.
302.
That's right. Reflex angle QYP will be equal to 360 degrees minus angle QYP. This is something I discussed in first question. आपको जब भी reflex find करना होगा, what you're going to do is you're going to subtract the measure of the angle from 360. आपको angle QYP का reflex find करना है. So from 360 subtract the measure of angle QYP itself. You will get the measure for reflex angle QYP. I hope it's clear. We are just going to write this down now. Maybe you've done it side by side. So this was the angle XYZ, whose measure is 64 degrees. And we have to produce XY to a point P. And this angle over here is bisected by a ray. So you can draw a ray for bisection. And these two parts will be equal. You can name each of them as X. You could either use linear pair for these two, or you can simply apply angles on a straight line. Even then you will find out X if you want to do it quickly. So angle ZYP plus angle ZYX equals to 180 degrees. This is a linear pair. From here, angle ZYP plus So you can mark it in the figure if you want that the measure of these two has been obtained as 58 degrees. And then you have to find out reflex angle.
Sorry.
Pravleen, so the measure of angle QYP is 58 degrees. This answer comes out to be 302 degrees. Anyone who would like to ask anything with regard to this question? Let's take a look at question number 5 now. Question number 5 is again a theoretical question. You have been not given any value other than a perpendicular in the question. So, and this is a very important question usually asked in the exams. You have been given this figure here and they are saying POQ is a line. Now you have a line here already given. OR is perpendicular to this line. So they have marked the 90-degree angle over here. That means the angle on this side will also be 90 degrees. OS is another ray lying between the rays OP and OR. Now you can see this is the ray which lies between OR and OP on the left side. Prove that angle ROS, the angle formed between rays, these two, this angle ROS is given by half the difference of angle QOS and POS. So angle QOS is this one and angle POS is this one. So you have to find the measure for the angle which I have marked in orange with the help of these two, the ones I have marked in black. And you should be able to obtain this result. Again, once you do this question, there will be multiple ways to do this once you understand how it needs to be done. But as for now, I'll just show you how this can be done. And if you have any other way to do this, you can just do it that way also. So let's just draw the figure for this one. If you want, you can just mark that this is also 90 degrees. So now you can just write down what's given to you. And just for my convenience, I'm going to name these angles. I'm going to name this angle as X, this one as Y, and this one as Z. So I'll just mark these. This is angle X. This angle has been marked as Y. And this one has been marked as Z. Just to make it convenient to use these in my answer. So I would actually like to reach this result. This is what I'm focusing on. This is something I want to get. Or if I transpose this 2 from the right hand side to the left hand side, अगर हम इसको इधर ले जाएं, तो आपके पास ये result बन जाएगा. So either of the two results, if you're able to identify or you can obtain, you will be actually proving what's required here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write down the measure of x with the help of y first, and then I'm going to write down the measure of x with the help of z. So I'm going to write down a relation between x and y, and then I'm going to write down a relation between x and z. And the only thing I have in the question is this, that there is a ray which is perpendicular to the given line. So if I had to relate x and y, let me know if this is correct. Y minus x equals to 90 degrees. Let me know if this is correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes,
Y
ma'am.
minus x, y is this angle in red. If I subtract x, I get this 90-degree angle. Similarly, on the left side, if I write down x plus z, their sum is 90 degrees.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. From each of these expressions, from this expression, the first one and the second one, if we want to write down the value for x, because हमें x की value निकालनी है, तो अगर मैं first expression में से x की value find करती हूँ, from 1, what's the value of x?
90 minus y.
90 minus 5.
Be careful. I will take x to the other side, I will bring 90 towards this side. So I will get x equals to y minus 90. Similarly, from the second expression, what will be the value of x?
90 minus
90 minus
90
z.
minus z.
90 minus z. Let's add these two. Add the two results. So adding left hand side and left hand side, you get 2x. And from right hand side, y minus 90 plus 90 minus z.
90 get
90
cancelled.
gets cancelled.
Isn't this what we wanted?
Yes.